Welcome to the Arizona Flying Circus at MoTown. Hello, fellow aviator lovers. Richard Munn here in sunny Phoenix, Arizona. And today we're going to talk about everything you need to know to get yourself ready for the Arizona Flying Circus. If this is your first time attending the Arizona Flying Circus, this video is especially for you. And if you've been there before, I'm sure you'll enjoy this video. This video will help you to be prepared for the Arizona Flying Circus and help you know what to do when you arrive. To some, the first time can be a little intimidating, and that's why I'm here to help. The first time I came, I didn't know a single soul, but I came with a passion for flight and a ton of questions. I found out very quickly that everyone was welcoming and inclusive. Hey, look, that's me. One of the first times that I kited a wing. So let's talk about MoTown. Where is MoTown? What is it? Well, MoTown is owned by Mo Sheldon and is in the middle of the desert. And the nearest service is over 45 minutes away. So if you forget something, you're looking at an hour and a half to a 2-hour round trip. I've been attending the Arizona Flying Circus for over half a decade, and it is one of my favorite events each year. And I'm not even a pilot yet. Well, hopefully stars have aligned, and this year I'll be able to change things and make my dreams come true. So in this video, I'm going to answer a lot of questions, like, is this event for you? How do you get to MoTown? Where do you stay? What should you bring? What will be there? Are there bathrooms? Are there RV hookups? Is there food? Can I bring firearms? Is there gas for my paramotor? And so on. Well, the first thing I'd like to cover is who's invited to the Arizona Flying Circus. Well, basically I'd say it's for anyone and everyone. Adults, teenagers, children, families, single, married, pilots, non-pilots. There really are no limitations. I suppose the true question is, will you enjoy the Arizona Flying Circus? And if you're interested in aviation in any form, paramotors, ultralight aircraft, skydivers, live music, fireworks, flamethrowers, huge bonfires, shooting, trap shooting, the outdoors, warmer weather, cannons, good food, slow flying, fast flying, and I'm sure I'm forgetting a few things. So if any of those things that I mentioned sound like fun to you, you're going to love the Arizona Flying Circus. This event is like no other. It's not an air show, but it could be. It is considered a fly-in, but I would tell you there is plenty to see. Okay, so like any trip, you want to be prepared, and you want to know what to expect. So let's cover the basics. MoTown is located about 24 miles driving distance outside of the city of Maricopa, Arizona. And if you're flying, 35 miles south-southwest of Metro Phoenix. MoTown is located about 1,600 feet above sea level and is on private property with a private airport with about a 2,700-foot dirt runway on about 80 acres of land, with 3 different fields for launching paramotors, places to land your helicopters, gyrocopters, ultralight, and airplanes. So feel free to fly in or drive in and camp. And there is room for over 300 vehicles and campers. All attendees should avoid the active runway, always assuming that there is a plane about to land. Make sure you double check the runway is clear from both directions before crossing, and try to keep crossings at the midpoint of the runway. The nearest neighbor is over 2 miles away, so as a result, we do some crazy loud stuff. From tornado sirens to cannons.
We brought the big guns.
We brought the big guns. 50 cal mounted on a truck. Truck mounted turret guns. We have some awesome bonfires, live music, private fireworks shows on Friday and Saturday night, and we even do Chinese sky lanterns as the weather permits. And that's just the entertainment that's come in the past and is included with your registration. But you're welcome to bring something new and something cool. The property is surrounded by private property and the Sonoran Desert National Monument, with 3,000-foot peaks about 2 to 3 miles to the west, which makes for some amazing desert flying. And it's good to know that there isn't really any off-road opportunities nearby, so you can leave those at home. Okay, so you get the idea. We're pretty remote, so how do you get there? Don't just plug MoTown into your GPS, because there is definitely a right way and a wrong way to get to MoTown. Many of the map apps will recommend that you take the quote-unquote shorter way from the south, but don't be fooled. Unless you have a serious off-road vehicle, that southern Vekal road off of Interstate 8 is not a good idea. So what you want to do is from Phoenix, you want to head south to the city of Maricopa and take Highway 238 west from the city of Maricopa. You'll then turn south onto Road 83rd Avenue. All right, you're going to cross the tracks, and then within the first mile, you'll see signs with directions and mileage that'll lead you through the 12 miles of dirt road. All right, coming from the north, you don't need an off-road vehicle. I made it a few years ago in my Toyota Corolla, and the MoTown maniacs work hard to keep the road graded so that passenger cars and motorhomes can make it safely out there. At about 15 miles per hour, this can easily take you 30 to 45 minutes depending on what you're driving or hauling. Alright, so you'll be arriving on the west side of the property, and as you drive east, you'll see the entry gate to your left. Once you've arrived at MoTown, it's time to check in at registration. Everyone that comes to MoTown has to check in and register. Children under 16 are free. As you arrive, there will be signs directing you to the registration where MoTown maniacs will check you in and have you sign your waivers. Hopefully you've taken the time to pre-register so that the MoTown maniacs can have your packets of material all ready for you, which makes checking in much faster and easier. But if you bring additional people or didn't pre-register, you can always register and pay when you get there. Just be prepared that some items may not be available depending on when you arrive. Prices, passes, and including swag change from year to year, and there are always add-ons that you can add to your package. Items included with the various packages are your camping or RV spot, an event t-shirt, your pass with wristband for the whole event, whether you're there for 1 day or 5, as well as sky lanterns, Air Promo calendar, Cannonball bingo targets, and Saturday night meal tickets. You can also sign up ahead of time to be a vendor, and sometimes sign up for other events like trap shooting sessions. After you register, they will direct you to the general area where you can park and camp, as there are designated areas for loud RV parking, quiet RV parking, car and tent camping, as well as fly-in airplane camping. There is no lodging services available out at MoTown. Now, if you need a place to stay, there is lodging in Gila Bend about an hour to the west, and Maricopa City is about 45 minutes to the northeast. So if you live nearby, you're welcome to drive out and back each day, but I would highly recommend staying the night and camping in MoTown, especially Saturday night. But I'd also recommend Friday night. Heck, I try to get there on Wednesday. You can arrive as early as 3 p.m. on Wednesday. Many people come from the Salton Sea fly-in the weekend before and then head to Glamis Dunes and then to MoTown. It makes for a great 7 to 10 day adventure. Now, why do I recommend staying in MoTown? Well, here are my top reasons why I recommend staying the night in MoTown. First of all, prime time hours for flying paramotors is when the air is the calmest. Those golden hours, which is most likely those couple of hours at sunrise and a couple of hours just before sunset. At sunrise, not only are the paramotors taking off, but so are the hot air balloons. There's usually at least 2 or 3. All right, the next reason, In the evenings, there's a lot of things going on, and you can catch a quick dinner from the food truck on Friday night and Saturday. But on Saturday night, instead of the food truck, I highly recommend taking advantage of the professionally catered barbecue dinner, which is amazing.
So one of the things that you gotta do when you're at Arizona Flying Circus is come to the barbecue dinner on Saturday night. It is well worth every single penny of it. Up in Smoke puts on an amazing dinner. Look at that, coming fresh right out of the smoker. Woo!
Southern traditional style barbecue, slowly cooked over pecan wood for up to 16 hours and then served fresh straight from the pit. Absolutely worth every penny. Everyone is encouraged to bring, contribute, show, and share something at the Flying Circus. Like these guys. No, Domino's doesn't deliver out here. These guys flew in pizza to share with everyone. I'm sure by now you can see why this is called a flying circus. But it's now time to roll back the curtain on the night circus and expose the true ringleader behind this operation. Sure, you may know him or have heard of the man known as Family Man Mo Sheldon by day, but by night, we were able to expose him for who he truly is.
I'm on fire!
The supreme leader, Despot Mayor Mo. His power and authority rule this outpost. Even his own children bow to his will. Like Mo Sheldon's alter personality, the fun doesn't stop after the sun sets. Oh no, this party is just getting started. Another great reason to stay the night. Okay, so you've been warned about Despot Mo. Now let's talk about what happens after dinner. After dinner, there's a variety of activities, which are always fun for everyone, including live music, piñatas, sky lanterns if the air is calm enough, and by around 10 p.m. there are always some amazing fireworks and pyrotechnics on Friday and Saturday night. Yeah, so at nighttime, the circus life really comes out. There's always something new and fun, from crazy outfits and costumes to crazy LED lighted outfits, fire breathing, fire juggling, stilt walkers, flamethrowers, truck mounted guns with tracer shots out at the shooting range, Roman candles, giant sparklers, and, well, whatever else you want to bring to show and tell. Whatever you do, don't leave Saturday night until you've seen the Million Christmas Tree Bonfire, the largest Christmas tree bonfire in the world. It is spectacular. Okay, I may be exaggerating a little bit. Maybe we didn't have 1 million, but there was 200 to 300 trees in the past, and they are dry, way past their prime, and burn like the gates of hell have just opened. The flames are so hot and high, no joke, you have to stand back 100 feet from the fire in past years because the heat is so intense. And, well, not to mention the occasional loose fireworks that seem to find their way into the pile. It's always a blast and absolutely spectacular. Okay, next, let's talk about what services are available at MoTown. As you enter MoTown, you will pass the hangar on your left and the water tower on the right, so there is well water available if you get in a pinch. But it hasn't been tested for potability, so I would recommend bringing what you need. There are porta potties, hand washing stations, receptacles for trash, picnic and barbecue grill area, all nearby the hangar. There are no RV hookups or dumping tanks, so bring your generators and haul it in and haul it out. You can have your own fires in owner-provided structures, but You'll need to bring your own wood, and please leave no trace of the fire when you leave. In the pilot's lounge, there is an area for charging cell phones and other devices. There is no gas station, so bring whatever gas you will need for your generators or whatever flying contraption you're going to fly. Okay, pilots. Each morning there's a pilot pre-flight briefing, usually at sunrise, that's required for all paramotor and other ultralight pilots. All pilots and paramotorists must follow FAA regulations. Make sure you launch and land from designated areas and check the map for updated details. After you land, make sure you remove all your gear immediately from active flight areas. Check the website for radio frequencies. All GA pilots are advised to radio in and call in advance. GA pilots should be on the lookout for parachutists, ultralight aircraft, and paramotors in the area around MoTown. Parachutists, skydivers, and wingsuits must be in compliance with FAA regulations and are advised to notify MoTown airport safety officers before any jumps and be aware of the advised minimum pack opening of 3,000 AGL. Paramotorists and parachutists, please stay off the runway and use other designated areas for takeoff and landings. Alright, let's talk firearms. There is a shooting range on the northeast end of the property. Check the schedule for updated times, but usually it is open on Thursday and Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Shooting outside of these hours is not allowed. There are a host of rules related to firearms, so please check the website and review those details. Never leave unsafe or unattended firearms, and all firearms must be kept in locked cases or vehicles. There will be a range master on hand. Take turns at the range and follow all firearm safety protocols. And like always, keeping firearms pointed in a safe direction, finger off the trigger until ready to shoot.
One of the awesome things about MoTown and the Arizona Flying Circus is that we have a shooting range here. And that reminds me, if you're here for the shooting range, make sure you wear these little babies.
You can bring your own soft targets. Check the website for details. And please, don't forget to pick up your spent brass and take out your trash. Alright, now I've already talked a little bit about food, but as I mentioned earlier, there are at least 1 or 2 food trucks available for lunch and dinner with an amazing menu selection, and I have never gone wrong. You won't go hungry at MoTown if you've got money. Portions are large and very tasty. Food trucks are available, as I said, on Friday and Saturday for lunch and dinner, and on Sunday it's also available for lunch. In some of the past years, the food trucks have sold bags of ice, which sure is handy. For breakfast, be sure to check out the omelets in a bag at the hangar.
We are here for some breakfast, and breakfast ladies are going to show us how this happened.
My name's Connie, this is Jackie, and this is Liz. You start with Liz.
I'll have you put your name here. I'll take your $5. Then I will get your 2 eggs. You open this up, and I'll put the 2 eggs in there, and then we go over here.
Wow, they got all the mix-ins here. Nice. $5 for omelet in the bag. There it is before it goes in.
And then this is it in. It takes about 12 minutes, and then put it back in for about another 5 minutes, and you have omelet in the bag.
Omelet in a bag, all right. So if you come out to Arizona Flying Circus, make sure you pick up your breakfast right here. $5 for omelet in a bag. Thanks, ladies.
Out at MoTown, we generally don't like rules, but safety is the #1 priority, so check out the edicts section of the website. There are just enough restrictions and rules that you should be aware of and respect. Safety is your own responsibility, and you assume all risks when you attend. Please don't do anything that could harm people, and when in doubt, ask MoTown management. Children must be accompanied by an adult legal guardian at all times. There are a lot of dangerous situations, from spinning propellers, like active runways, fire, flamethrowers, etc. Remember to keep your pets on a leash and supervised. Waste must be picked up immediately, and excess sparking is not tolerated. If you're lucky enough, your pet will be initiated with a painted tail. Electric and human-powered vehicles are allowed at MoTown. From one-wheels to electric bikes, all must have smooth tires. Well, I think that about wraps it up. I hope this has helped you to be better prepared for the Arizona Flying Circus. I sure hope to see you out there. Come by and say hi. I'll be in my Outback with my pop-up camper and out and around taking pictures and hitchhiking flights from whoever is willing to take me up. Alright, we'll see you out there. Safe travels.